Each time you recall bad events, traumatizing events, anger triggering events in your mind, you recreate the same emotions that you felt at that time when you were in that place, when you were in that relationship. You recreate it over and over again each time you remember, each time you recall. Therefore, you do yourself a favor when you let go of the past and leave it in the past. Don't keep recreating it over and over again because you are harming yourself. You're hurting your body, you're hurting your mind, you're hurting your nervous system because your nervous system reacts all over again the way it did at that time. Your mind reacts to mental pictures that you give it, to information that you give it. It does not know whether it is in the past, in the present, or in the future. It reacts by causing your emotions to give a match to what you're thinking, to what you're remembering, to what you are wishing for. So please do your best, whatever it takes. Forgive those who have hurt you and forgive yourself so that you are able to move on. What happened happened many times could not be avoided because you made the choices that you made, entered the rooms that you entered, engaged the people that you engaged with based on the information that you had at that time. If you keep judging yourself with hindsight, it will be very hard for you to move on because you will not be able to forgive yourself. If you judge yourself with what you know now, and you judge the situation at that time that happened those many years ago or months ago or even weeks ago before you knew what you know now, you will not be able to forgive yourself. You will keep saying, I wish I didn't do that. I wish I didn't engage with that person. I wish I didn't get into that place, into that situation because of what you know now. It is only fair to yourself to judge yourself with the information that you had at that time, with what you had to work with. That was the best judgment you would have made at that time because of what you knew at that time. Now you know better. Now you understand things, you understand yourself, you understand other people better. But you cannot judge the situation that happened a while ago with what you know now. You must judge it with the information you had at that time so that you're able to give grace to yourself. You're able to be compassionate with yourself. You're able to forgive yourself. We would have all of us made different decisions if we knew better. But we didn't know so much, and that is why we made the decisions that we made. So you need to forgive yourself. You need to move on. You need to forgive the people that have hurt you because you deserve to be happy. Not because you justify the situation and not because what they did to you was right, but because you deserve to be happy and you deserve a better life. And you cannot keep re-traumatizing yourself, reliving the past, and in so doing, repeating your past. Such situations will keep recurring as long as you keep those negative things in your mind because the body follows the mind. When you recall all these situations, what they did to you, what they said to you, and your emotions come up, and then you're bitter, and then you're angry, or you're sad and depressed, you get into that whole state all over again. And then when such situations happen again, they feel familiar because that is what you have inside of you. That is the toxic energy that you're carrying around. So when that kind of toxic situation happens again, when those kind of people come around your life again, because it is already happening inside of you. It feels familiar and you will go with the flow because the flow is toxic and what you have inside of you is toxic. That's why when we meet people who are toxic and we already have toxic energy flowing inside of us, toxic thoughts, toxic emotions, and you meet toxic people, we easily flow with them, we click with them because that's toxic energy meeting toxic energy and they flow with each other. You're familiar to each other, you're similar, and so you click and mess each other up and break each other's hearts and hurt each other, and then you move on again from each other, broken-hearted all over again, hurt, and then do it all over again, and the cycle continues. It continues because the energy is inside of you. The memories are still trapped inside of you. You need to let them go. Let go of the past. Let go of the hurt. The people did what they did to you because they decided to do that. But you don't have to keep carrying that inside of your mind, inside of your heart all the time, because it creates toxic energy inside of you. When you're bitter, when you're angry, when you're sad, when you're depressed, that kind of thing sticks inside of your heart and attracts similar people, similar situations, familiar situations and circumstances back into your life. So you need to break the cycle. Replace negative thoughts with positive thoughts. If you grew up in a traumatic environment, in an abusive environment, it will be hard to break it, but it's possible. Baby steps. You get there eventually. When you find yourself speaking negativity to yourself, change it to something positive. Maybe you grew up being told that you're foolish, that maybe you're stupid, you're good for nothing, nothing good shall ever amount out of your life, nothing good can happen to you because of this, and the other. When you find yourself telling these things back to yourself, catch yourself quickly and change the story. Only you can change the story. The people that were abusing you because they probably have been abused. Because we give what we have in our hearts. We speak what we have in our hearts. If somebody is abusing you, they too were abused by somebody else. And that's why it's important to let go and forgive. Because that is what they knew to do at that time. Maybe they're different now, maybe they're not different now. If they're not different now, get them out of your space. Because for you to heal, you need to stop the flow of abuse still coming into your life. People who put you down, criticize you, tell you bad things about yourself, remind you of your mistakes all the time, never let you rest, never let you forgive yourself. Just get rid of such people. Put up boundaries. There's some people that maybe you've been friends for a long time. Maybe they're family members. Maybe the people that you have been close to for ages, for years. You can love them from afar and it's okay. Forgive them and love them from afar. If they haven't changed, if they're still abusive, if they still insult, they still gossip, they still put you in a negative state of mind, love them from afar. It's okay. You need to love yourself. You need to prioritize your mental health, prioritize your emotional health, and guard your space. Don't let anyone just come into your space and they're coming in to wound you. We put fences and gates around our homes to protect our property, to protect our house and what is in our house. We need to also protect our mind and our heart so that we protect our mental health and emotional health from people coming to hurt us, people coming to remind us of things that we don't want to remember, people coming to gossip, people coming to put us in a negative state. and will never allow us to heal. You need to protect yourself from such people. Guard yourself. Guard your space. Only allow people that are coming to be a blessing to you to come into your personal space, because you need to love yourself. You need to protect yourself, love yourself, forgive yourself, forgive those who have hurt you, and begin to heal. And begin to put your emotions and your mind at rest. And speak healing words to yourself. Speak blessing words to yourself. Catch yourself when you're being in a negative state of mind and bless yourself instead. Never curse yourself. Never say a negative word about yourself to yourself. There's some things you would never take if somebody told you, because they're abusive. Don't tell yourself such things. Love yourself enough to be kind to yourself, to speak positive things to yourself, to bless yourself. Love yourself all the time, day and night. No matter what is happening around you, love yourself. Be kind to yourself. Bless yourself.